Hi, everyone. Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you guys had a good little coffee break. So I'll just start things off by introducing myself, and I'll have you guys also introduce yourselves and your brand story and, your e-commerce journey as well. So my name's Ellen Zhang. I'm the Strategic Partnership Manager here at Gorgias. If you guys don't know Gorgias, we're an omni-channel help desk that really focuses on driving revenue through CX. Sydney, do you want to go next?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Sydney Chesler. I'm Senior Manager of CX at Fresh Clean Threads. We're an apparel company. We're focused on bringing high-quality, confidence-boosting basics to our customers. So T-shirts are our bread and butter, and we have other things for the rest of your body, too, but T-shirts are where we started.
I can scream too. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm Annie Fan. I'm the head of CX at Flux Footwear. So I've been there since October. Prior to that, I was at Dr. Squatch, went on to Crave Beauty, went on to Wolf & Shepherd. Now I'm at Flux. Horatio has been along for the entire e-commerce journey. We focus on making barefoot shoes more mainstream. So I don't know about you guys, but when I think barefoot, I think about those really interesting toe gloves, or those shoes that are just like so wide that they're a little bit clowny. So our founder set out to take those barefoot design principles and make it a little sleeker. How do we make it more mass market, more appealing to consumers who might not be super into the fitness and wellness space?
Awesome. So I want to start off with asking everyone, what does omni-channel mean to you? And how has omni-channel really helped with your strategy in terms of like your CX customer experience at your own organizations?
So for me, omni-channel means meeting our customer where they are. So of course, that means different channels for providing service. So chat, social, email, but it also means to me providing self-service opportunities because so many of our customers are looking to self-serve. They think that's the easiest. You guys had a metric up here that I don't remember what it was, but it was a high percentage of millennial customers are looking for self-service. And so providing that self-service and then also making it super easy for that self-service to be passed along to a more high-touch human. So that smooth transition when a customer needs more help and can be passed on to a Horatio associate is super important to us. It's helped us give our customers that high level of customer experience.
I am going to echo basically everything Sydney said. I think it just comes, you want to meet your customer where they're at. We started off in October with just doing emails because that's all we could do. And now we're going to start exploring chat. I mean, you think about certain customers, and if they want to go to social to talk, then you should probably meet them at social. If they want to go to chat to talk, you should probably meet them at chat. I think the one piece that I'm super hesitant on, and I don't know about you, Sydney, but I am not a huge fan of voice support fully when it comes to customer experience. Omni-channel to a degree, but don't love voice support fully if we're not able to be prepared for it, but I do understand the importance of it because a lot of consumers do want to get on voice support.
I guess like based on that, because I know everyone's communicating through all different channels, like what is, in terms of you guys, what is like the most popular channel? I know you mentioned voice support isn't your favorite, but I guess I know there's always email and stuff, but like what are some newer channels that you guys are kind of having maybe some like difficulty handling besides voice? Or which ones have been really successful for you?
SMS has been really successful for us. I know once we launch chat again, it will be as well, but SMS has been really, really good because it's not as immediate as chat, and it's also generating a lot of revenue from the PostScript side, of course, and then having Horatio on the other side to meet them with their post-purchase questions or pre-purchase questions have been really fantastic.
We do most of our interactions on email, but we're looking at SMS next because, like you said, we know that a lot of our customers are there. A lot of our customers are on their phones, we know. So meeting them where they are on SMS is something that we're excited to be doing next.
Awesome. And then what are some strategies that you guys are currently using in terms of you turning CX into generating revenue for both brands?
Big focus on product training and fit training. I think that, so when it comes to Flux, we're a pretty small, lean team right now. I think I was the 5th full-time hire. We've got like 8 agents. So both of our founders, one is more on the product side. He's the footwear designer. The other is the business side. So for many years, the footwear designer founder has it all in his head. So there's a big focus right now where I can just grab him when I can. So I can tell him about everything that's going on with return data and then basically extrapolating all the information that I can from his head to put into a playbook to then train our agents to actually be able to recommend products when it comes to size, fit, but even like styling. So that's where we've been doing really well when it comes to helping generate that revenue, making sure we push the customer past the finish line. And again, wouldn't be able to do it without the Horatio agents.
I'll piggyback on that as well because that product education is super important. And for us, that looks like having buy-in cross-functionally across the organization to be able to actually be prepared when we have new products or new t-shirt packs or new colors or new promotions. We have to make sure that our Horatio team is prepared to answer questions and actually push customers over that finish line when they're making their purchase, building that confidence in the customer to buy with us. And for the customer to feel confident, the CX associates need to feel confident in the information that they're providing to the customer. So we have to make sure that they're well prepared. We have to get buy-in from our cross-functional partners in the organization to give us that information ahead of time so that we can translate it into CX-friendly messaging, strong resources that the CX associates can have at their fingertips to right away get back to customers. If customers have questions about a product, they don't want to wait for our associates to reach out to our product team and ask those questions, and it might take hours. The customer is going to be gone. They're not going to be waiting that long. They're going to abandon their cart. So if we have the answers right away, give them to the customer right away, then that builds confidence. They'll place that order right away.
Awesome. How has streamlining CX really helped in terms of like impacting the business? How has it really helped in terms of like building customer loyalty, brand loyalty? How has that really impacted, those two different aspects of your organization?
So on the flip side, we from CX are making sure that we're sharing what we have on our side with our cross-functional partners in the rest of the organization. So we've built robust data reporting in Gorgias using custom ticket fields, which we really love, because we can set it up to be exactly what we want, which we can be tracking detailed contact reasons and also details about the order that ticket is related to, the SKU that ticket is related to, the resolution that we use for that ticket, and then pull that into the back end of our data warehouse and map those things together. And so if we see patterns where a specific product is being requested over and over or is out of stock and our customers want it back, we can bubble that feedback up to the product team or to our operations and let them know, like, hey, we see this pattern. We've mapped it all the way back to this specific lot. Can you guys look into that lot and see what's going on? So we build that 360-degree feedback, and that streamlines everything that we do within the organization. And we get that buy-in from our cross-functional partners because they trust us to be bubbling that up to them.
Yeah, I think with Flux, I'm excited for this upcoming year, and I know that's another question, but I'm going to answer it right now anyways with streamlining, because when I joined in October, we were on Gorgias, and we had about 4 direct hires in the Philippines, and we weren't using anything. No one was talking to anyone. We weren't using tagging in Gorgias. No one was even talking to the Philippines agents as well. Like, we didn't really have a playbook. So when it comes to streamlining CX, like, it's done wonders since October, since being able to even add tags in Gorgias, since being able to show our founders, like, actually this is the data. So I'm excited to just like keep going and see where that takes us, because it's untapped right now, and it's very, very early stage, and Gorgias is super wonderful for that because it's super plug and play, especially at our size. So.
I know we just talked about like a little bit of your strategy in 2024. So I want to bring it back to Sydney here, just kind of like learn a little bit about what you guys are planning on implementing next or this year.
I think we're thinking more and more about building more of those self-service opportunities that allow our customers to really take on the things that they can easily take on. We use the automate workflows in Gorgias, which are really good because they're in the chat widget on our site. And like I said, if it needs to be handed off to a Horatio associate, that's a seamless process. And it also, it helps the customer with that. It also reduces our ticket volume, which helps allow our Horatio associates to spend their time on those high touch experiences with customers, and that improves the quality of those interactions and really gives us the focus to be able to give those more special experiences, more opportunities for surprise and delight. So it's something really that we're really excited about doing more of.
Awesome. And then do you guys have any advice for folks that are just building out their CX team? How you guys got there, or if there's anything that you guys would recommend to anyone just starting out?
Breath work and yoga. It's very stressful. I think honestly, one of the things I can take away from the 4 brands I worked with is it's better to be overstaffed at the beginning, in my opinion. If you can have the funds to do that, it's better to just be overstaffed, because there is a learning curve for the agents, but then also, why not? Like, let's just make sure that we can answer the customers as quick as we can with as many resources as we can. And then also on the plus side, if you are overstaffed, there's so many other day-to-day CX things that are not related to tickets that you can use that headcount with, whether that's in-house or whether that's with Horatio. So I'm all about overstaffing at the beginning if you can have the funds for it.
I will say, similar to that, over prepare. I love having like really clear and robust resources. So try and think about everything that could happen and make a playbook, make an SOP for it, but also remember to be on your toes, because you never know what will happen. So don't get too down in the details of what you think might happen, because something else might happen. So you kind of have to find the balance, let yourself get ready, but be ready to not be ready.
I know you guys talked about overstaffing, staffing, and also like being prepared. Are you guys like also utilizing like any data that you're collecting in terms of, it doesn't necessarily need to be Gorgias, but like any other, tools that you guys are utilizing to kind of determine, how many people you might need, or maybe how are you preparing in terms of like analyzing data for busy or times in terms of like maybe Black Friday or like Christmas or anything like that? Are you guys using data in any of like your channels to kind of bring that all together? Or
I'd say right now we're pretty rudimentary. In the past, I've used Looker to connect everything from our return portals to our Shopify, all that good stuff. Right now, we're pretty manual. Yes, Gorgias. Yes, the dashboards that Horatio built out. And then the next step is looking at our return data. We just switched from Loop to a different software, so I'm excited to explore that further, because that's going to have a direct correlation on our staffing forecast as well. It takes up like 20% of all of our ticket volume almost.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty basic stuff of looking at, you know, our revenue forecast and our order volume forecast and going from there and thinking about, you know, what is our ticket to order ratio that we're thinking about during Black Friday, and how long does it take for an associate to handle a ticket. So just doing the math from there with that data, and incorporating any efficiency gains that we see throughout the year as well. Seeing that our ticket to order ratio has gone down can help us, you know, realize that maybe we don't need to staff up as much this time, or maybe we need to staff up more because we know our ticket to order ratio is going to go up. We see a lot more order related tickets in Black Friday, of course, so we have to keep that in mind.
Thank you so much. I know we have 5 minutes left. Do we have any questions from the crowd that you would like to ask to team up here?
We just switched to Return Go. I do miss Loop, I will be frank. Return Go is a really good cost play, though. Very, very cost effective. So it's been nice. They also have a order cancellation feature that I haven't launched quite yet, but that could help with outside of business hours. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm nervous about that one, but we'll see. Everyone keeps talking about AI. I do think that if I were with one of my previous brands where the volume was very high, then I'd be excited about AI. But when it comes to this year, I'm just excited to grow it out, period. Like, there's not really a trend that I'm looking at. There's not really. 2023 was we started growing around summer of last year, so we haven't really hit our 1 year as a true company. And so I'm just excited that I was able to convince my founders very early on to bring on a BPO. Yeah, I think there's a lot ahead for Flex, and maybe it is AI. Maybe it is more self-service. Right now, we're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, it's more of like building stronger relationships with our customers and showing them what more we can do. And that's sort of what we're focused on this year.
Thank you.